Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Stephen Josie, the one and only, and we got Nasut back on the ones and twos right now. He's gonna be pitching me questions every once in a while, so I don't want to keep you guys for too long. For tonight's video, I'm just letting you guys know this is going to be a rant. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It could be 1 minute, it could be 30 minutes. It just depends how much ammo I got for you, but I'm definitely gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? It's gonna hurt your feelings. So let's get right into it. So pretty much this video is about why you shouldn't complain about money. Why you shouldn't. Let me give you the examples of why you shouldn't complain about money. If you make a set amount of money, so for example, if you make $1,000 a month or $1,200 a month, yet your expenses exceed your income, you shouldn't complain about it. It's just really simple. The reason why you shouldn't complain about it is because you're never going to get out. You only make $1,200, yet your expenses are $1,800. Why complain about something you're never going to escape? Why complain about gravity when it's going to be around you all the time? There's 0 point in complaining about something that you can't change, won't change, or, you know, at very best, not willing to change.
Give me an example of something that happened to you, personally, and then I want you to give me an example of like the average person that could understand like the situation.
Okay, so personally, I know this person. You know, I love this person. This person is amazing. You know what I mean? A loved one of mine. You know what I'm saying? This person makes, let's say, for example, this person makes $1,500 a month. Yet her expenses are $2,000 a month. Yet this person is always complaining to me about how much money they don't have and all things they can't afford and how they can't take care of their parent or whatever. Now, this is perfect because most Americans fit into this category of people who shouldn't complain because, like I said, she only makes $1,500, yet her expenses are $2,000. Why are we complaining about something we're never going to be able to solve? The math just doesn't add up. Now, you might be thinking like, hey, well, you know, how does this person spend, if this person makes $1,500, how does this person spend $2,000? I'm going to tell you how they spend it. They spend it by credit. They finance it. So for example, this person spends money on hotels, they spend money on food, and by food I mean they're eating out every night, and then on top of that they're door dashing when they don't have the energy or they just don't feel like, you know, they don't feel like going out to actually get the food. Now, the problem with this, there's thousands of problems, but you know what I mean, I want to hurt you, so I'm gonna tell you all this, how this really affects your life. So one is that it makes you feel like, what's the point at all? For example, this person's like, oh, why do I even work? I'm always in the hole. That's how you're going to feel. You should feel that way. Actually, you're smart to feel that way. If you're only making so much money, and every month you're still at a deficit, you're producing negative income, why would you be motivated to work? There's no point in being motivated. You should just give up because you can't escape from it.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So how could this affect the average person's family with a person being at this major deficit and complaining every day or whatever time they're not getting what they want based off of their expenses, their money? So how does that affect the family, the environment? How does this what is the outcome of that when they're in that situation?
Okay, so this is the outcome of it. This person at their core is a lovely person, but since you're under so much stress financially, we're thinking about money 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Even the people who say money isn't that important, like, you're reminded how important it is when you go swipe your card to buy whatever else you need. So with that being said, this person at their core is a tremendous loving person, but since they're reminded of how much money they don't have and things they can't afford, and keep in mind, this person has kids, they're reminded every single day, like, oh, I can't give my kid this, I can't give my mom that. Their mom is struggling, they can't give their mom any money. Like all this stuff takes a toll, which can lead to depression and sadness and things like that, because you can't do the things that in your heart you want to do for everyone. But like I said, poor people are the most selfish people on planet Earth, not because, you know, they want to be selfish, because that's the only thing they can think about. Like, a poor person has no choice but to think about how they can live, how they can survive. They can't afford to worry about their friend's problem or even their mom's problem. They can't freaking afford it. So that's the kind of effect that it has on you. Like, you're just like, we're on an economic planet. Every day we're reminded on how much money we have or how much money we don't have, and the majority of Americans are reminded every day how much money they do not have. But like I said, why complain about it if you only make a set amount of money? Don't complain about it, just accept it. move on with your life.
So okay, I'm with you on that. All right, now let's get into the important thing, because on this channel we don't just talk about problems, we give solutions. And we could be a dead horse all we want tonight and talk about what they are not doing. Let's talk about what they can do to improve their financial problems or whatever that may be.
Okay, so let me take a step back. Perhaps it'd be best if I told you guys what I think complaining is. Complaining is when you bring a problem to the table without a solution. So for example, if I say, oh, my car broke down, I need help with rent, I need help with groceries, you are complaining. Why? Because there's no solution behind your problems. That's a complaint. Now, like Nasut was saying, we about bringing solutions to the table. So I'm gonna hit you guys with 2 solutions to fix these problems. Number one is, when you're at this level of financial deficit, you can do 1 or 2 things. One, you can save money. Now, not my favorite solution, because you can only save so much. If you still got to eat, you still got to get gas, you still need the internet, so you can only save so much money, but that's a decent place to start. And then number two solution is to make more money. Now, you can do that 1 or 3 ways. You can either A, get promoted in the job you're currently working in, B, sell more if you're in sales, or C, start a business and make more money, or business or side hustle or whatever, and make more money. Now, obviously, the best way to get that done is do a combination of the 2. Save money and figure out a way to earn more income. Look, yo, I'm about to snap. Look, if you do not make more money, you can never get out of it. It's impossible. You can't save your way to wealth. You can't save your way to being rich. You can't do any of that. You have to make more money. It is important to sit your family down and tell them and remind them every day, hey, we're in the game to make more money. We're in the game to make more money. That's what it is.
Hey, before we cut this video short, I want you to give them a glimpse of what we're going to talk about in our next video, because we spoke about earlier about we have goals, we want to live a certain way, there's certain things we want to have, you know what I'm saying, but there's things, it has to be something that's going to that has to be put in place for you to reach that goal.
Yeah. So a little homework.
Tell them what, just now, don't give them no homework, just inform them what our next video is going to be about. Okay,
so our next video is pretty much, I want to talk about how you need to quantify or put numbers to the life that you want to live. A lot of us are living this, in our head, we're living this imaginary dream life that we want to live. However, we haven't taken the time, or we're not responsible enough to figure out, how much does that cost? What do I need to do to live the life that I can dream of in my head? I mean, that's pretty much number one in everything. You got to calculate how much stuff is cost. So you guys out there, do me a favor. I want you guys to do me 2 favors. One, figure out how much money you pulled in this month or the last month. All right, that's number 1. Number 2 is figure out how much money you spend every single month on the things that support your lifestyle. So how much you spend on groceries, how much you spend on PG&E, how much you spend on your cell phone, etc., etc., how much you spend on rent. Figure all that out. Once you figure that out, you'll be able to find out whether your job supports your lifestyle. Once you figure that out, you're going to determine whether you need to make more income. Now, granted, I think everyone should make more money, but if you want to live a normal, regular life, at least your income has to exceed your expenses at the bare minimum. Now, if you want to live that above average life, you want to figure out, hey, what am I capable of earning? What could I do if I put my all into it? I put my soul into it. How much could I really make? That's the next level. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. This is Stephen Josie, Unknown Pharaoh. I'm out.